Okay, we'll call on Carlos Toro. Carlos, you're on with the champ.
Hi, Trevor. Thanks so much for taking time to talk to us. You've been on this sort of roller coaster with Babu Char for what seems to be a very very long time. And is there a part of you that feels a little bit disappointed that after all of this, it ends up with you not stepping into the ring with Mahmoud Char on January 29?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, I'm a fighter, man. And when my promoter and manager say, "Hey, this is the next fight. Who you fighting?" All I can do is prepare and get ready for that. And all the other fighting outside of the ring is what my manager and my promoter does. And it's sorry that he can't make it for the second time, but the show must go on. And again, like I said, I have a strong opponent that's a replacement at 17-0 with 2 draws. And I have to, like I said, continue to do what Trevor does best, and that's fight. And you guys will see that January 29th. And like I said, whoever else they put in there with me in the future, I can't think about what happened or what should have happened. I'm thinking about that day, who I'm going to fight, who's next, and period. Like that's how we rock, and that's how we going. So again, like I said, I have a big strong opponent in front of me, and I'm ready for him. January 29th, I'm ready to go.
Not to sort of ask what, looking ahead, looking past Jonathan Guidry, but not too long ago we had Daniel Dubois mention your name as a fight that he liked to have this year, and just want to get your thoughts on his comments on him wanting to fight you at some point this year.
I'm the champion. I mean, a lot of guys are supposed to shoot this shot for me. I mean, it's the same thing I was doing when I wasn't in the position. Now I'm in the position wherever they give me and sign on the dotted line, that's who I'm fighting. I don't care too much about fuss of who this, who that. I mean, like I said, once their name comes in with my promoter and my management and say, hey, this is who you fighting next, all I do, I'm a fighter, man. I love to fight. I sign that dotted line, I'm ready to go. So whoever the name may be, Dubois, whoever, I mean, Tyson Fury, whoever, like, that's what I do best. I'm the champion. Everybody's supposed to gun for me. Everybody's supposed to speak my name. But in a second, everybody's going to be speaking my name and saying, Trevor Bryan is the true champion, and we want to see him in there with the best.
Quick question to Don. If Trevor Bryan emerges victorious later this month, what is sort of your roadmap for Trevor Bryan's 2022? I'm sure you would not want him to sit with just this fight as his only fight in 2022. So what is sort of the roadmap if you have one sort of already in your head mapped out? Does it include maybe working as soon as if the Mahmoud Char fight gets made again?
He's ready to fight anybody. You know what the song says. You don't live but once, and when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll. So that means anybody and everybody, bring them all. He's ready to take them on. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. He said he's a fighter. He comes to fight. And we will take on anybody. It don't matter about what we take Tyson Fury tomorrow. In fact, we may take them all in the same night. You know what I mean? give them a chance there to come on and fight. This is what it's all about. So we would put that cry, victory, victory, hear my cry. VICTORY. You know what I mean? That comes from dedication and commitment and giving back the family spirit and loving the people and representing the people and representing what you can be and what you want to be if you're willing to sacrifice and have good faith in God and dedicate yourself and commit yourself to achieving it. And you can accomplish it. And that's what he's ready to do. And so that's why we want to take opponents that have never been lost. And that's why we wanted to be able to demonstrate and illustrate that a champion is a champion. I mean, and he didn't come there looking around to pick around and try to find out who's what, where, when, and how. Just bring them to me. Put them all there right before me. You know what I mean? So that we want Joshua, Tyson Fury, whoever, Dante Wilder, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Bring them on. That's all. That's what we want to do. Bring them on. And how you gonna do that? Win the confidence of the people. When the people keep seeing him shine like new money, you know what I mean? Then they're gonna demand that he get an opportunity to fight. They can't keep on crying wolf, you know what I mean? You got to be able to deal with it. And so what we do is I deal with the people and I deal with promotions for what it is. Not about how much of a fee I can get out of a TV network. I put on a fight that give the people what they want, and then they get a people's champion. They will back him because they're the ones that will pay to make him be able to be what he can be and get paid for it at the same time. And that's why I work with the people. And the people are my most important asset. And so we got a champion here. He's got to go out there to be the champion. That gives Guidry an opportunity to say he can become champion. This is what makes it a great event, a spectacular spectacular. With all of these champions, one is a challenger and one is a champion. And so which one is trying to get to be that champion? And that champion keeps defending this, and he keeps getting a bigger and better record each and every time he has another win. And so this will demonstrate to the public and the world at large that I am unbeatable. I am the champion, and I haven't forgot from whence I come. So I'm coming back home to you, the people. And that's what makes me feel good to be going back home from where I started, in Ohio. And so it's a homecoming, but it's going to be a thrilling homecoming because we're going to be exciting, have entertainment, and we're going to be home and safe, and we're going to have a sellout crowd. That's all we want.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, Trevor.